Windsor Great Park in Surrey. It's a very popular nature escape all year round, with an expansive lake, enchanting woodlands, and plenty of wildlife. This area is steeped in a rich history that spans many centuries. Here you can find ancient Roman ruins, ornamental bridges, a cascading waterfall, and breathtaking vistas. The Virginia Water Lake is artificial, and it was originally a stream that has existed here since the 17th century. The area is believed to be named after Elizabeth I, the Virgin Queen. Construction began by Prince William Augustus, Duke of Cumberland, after he had been appointed Ranger of Windsor Great Park in July 1746. He had ambitious plans for the area, and his work on the project was continued by his nephew and successor, Prince Henry Frederick, in the following years. The circuit around the lake is about 4.5 miles. About half of it is paved, and the other half is a natural path, both providing easy walking conditions. These pathways along the shore are favored by people who love to take part in a variety of leisure activities, from running to dog walking or simply just relaxing and enjoying the views. The ornamental cascade is a favorite spot for visitors. It is made from stones brought from the nearby village of Bagshot, and they are believed to be the remains of a Saxon settlement. Like much of Virginia water, the cascade is also man-made. A previous waterfall, which stood northeast of this site, was destroyed by a flood after a violent storm in 1768. The one you can see here today was actually rebuilt in the late 1780s by architect Thomas Sandby, when King George III decided to expand the area of the lake to its present size. At the foot of the waterfall, the stones were arranged to form a grotto. The cascade has been featured in a scene where actors Billy Magnuson and Chris Pine perform a song called Agony in Disney's fantasy musical film Into the Woods. In later years, King George IV recruited the help of his loyal architect, Sir Geoffrey Wyatville, to introduce new features to the Virginia water landscape. Among them, a Roman temple, which was built purely for ornamental purposes as a genuine relic of the past, made of columns and lintels brought from the distant city of Leptis Magna off the Mediterranean coast of Ottoman Libya. In the early 19th century, British officer Hammond Warrington visited the ancient Roman ruins and was really impressed by what he saw. Despite some resistance from the locals, Warrington decided to ship several artifacts from the site back to the United Kingdom. Unfortunately for him, these stones sat unappreciated at the British Museum for years, until finally, in 1826, they were given to Wyatville, who used them to create this folly. The architect also took some stones from a recently demolished country house to supplement the Leptis Magna artifacts. He named his creation the Temple of Augustus, also in dedication to the Duke of Cumberland, William Augustus. The Leptis Magna ruins have undergone a number of restoration works through the decades, but they remain a beautiful monument set against the glittering lake. Other important additions from this time include the 5-arch bridge to the north of the lake. From here, you can look out and enjoy the views, just as King George IV would have. Windsor Great Park is completely connected by a number of trails through the park. If you want to get the best views of the Virginia Water Lake, you might want to stay on the circuit around the shores. However, if you stray off the path towards the north, you will be greeted by the stunning landscape and the impossibly tall trees of the Valley Gardens. Formerly a royal hunting ground, it is now a fantastic place for hiking and enjoying the great outdoors at any time of the year. From woodland walks in winter to picnics by the lake in the summer, there are 250 acres of incredible valleys filled with features like ponds and carved wood figures. These dense woodlands provide a spectacular experience for nature lovers. Along the many twisting trails, you will find flowers from all over the world that changes with every season, offering different surprises all year round. At the top of the valley, there are numerous rhododendron shrubs, as well as Japanese camellias already in bloom from as early as February, in an impressive display of vibrant colors. If you continue to walk towards the east, either around the lake or out of the valley gardens, it won't be long before you stumble upon one of the most surprising features of Virginia water, a 100-foot tall Canadian totem pole, towering across the landscape beneath it. It was a gift presented to Queen Elizabeth II in June 1958 by the people of Canada, and it marks the centenary of British Columbia, which was proclaimed the Crown Colony in 1858 by Queen Victoria. This 12-ton totem pole was designed and carved by master craftsman Chief Mungo Martin in the authentic style of the Kwakli, a federation of many tribes that inhabit the northern parts of Vancouver and the coastal area. Totems are a characteristic feature of Pacific Coast Indian art. They have no religious meaning, and they could be more closely associated with the family tree. According to the legendary tribal history, each figure represents the mythical ancestor of a clan. An identical totem pole was carved at the same time, and it sits by the Vancouver Maritime Museum until today.